it is said that the word sorry could have both a positive and a negative connotation, which is why today I'll be talking about communication, how we express our thoughts, intent, ideas, and information to the other person such that our intentions are not misconstrued. My name is Adenike, and I'll be right back. Now, communication is the process of using words, symbols, sign, and behavior to exchange information, ideas, thoughts, and feelings from one person to another. Now, in communication, what is said is as important as how it is being said. And that's why I said earlier that sorry could have both a negative and a positive connotation. Communication involves a 6-step process, which is first of all the communicator. That is the person speaking, the communicator, which is always the first step in any communication. Now there is the encoding. That is the way you have delivered the message, be it through words, signs, symbol, or even behavior. That is the encoding. Now there is the channel, the means through which the message was delivered to the supposed receiver. And there is also the receiver. Now, from the channel, the message goes to the receiver. So the receiver must be able to decode what you are trying to say or what you are saying. That is where the decoding comes from. And then from the decoding, we see what we call a feedback. The feedback you get, which goes back to the communicator, will determine what the receiver heard you as the communicator say. It's a two-way thing, and for every time you talk, you need to get a response. So within the time frame by which a person says something and you receiving it and replying or responding to the person, there is the process of you, the communicator, the encoding of that information, the channel through which that information is passed, the receiver, the decoding by the receiver, and then the feedback. Now, communication in its full sense is 55% body language, that is your facial expression, eye contact, gesticulation, the physical things basically we can see. That's what communication is about. And it's 38% the tone, that is your vocal quality, your articulation, voice clarity, all of those form like 38%. Now the words you really speak in itself is only 7%. Now you see why I said it is not what you intend to say, it is not what you intend to say, but what the person you are talking to picks that you have said, which is what ultimately determines the feedback you get. So for you to communicate effectively, first, you need to listen actively. Now, listening is one skill that people hardly ever talk about, but it is a very powerful and a very important skill in communication. There must be active listening, like listening with your whole body and your being. Now you are listening to understand what this person is trying to say. You are not listening to respond. No. You are listening is two different things. You can listen to respond, and you can listen to respond, and you can listen to understand what is being said. That is where active listening comes to play. You are listening with your whole body. You are not fiddling with your phone at that time and then raising your eye once in a while and say, I'm with you. No. That is not the way to actively listen. You need to listen with the whole of your being and ask questions where possible. When you ask people questions in any communication, it makes them feel, okay, you are interested in what I am saying. Be clear and precise. I love this one. Go straight to the point. Speak plain English, French, German, or whatever language you think is best for your receiver. It is pointless to go all verbose or grandiloquent, trying to feel like a grammarian. No. It doesn't work that way. Nobody is really interested in verbosity. No. People want something they can understand. And that is why understanding matters first in every communication. It's not about the big grammar or the big English. For all you care, some people communicate in slangs and they flow very well. So it is ideally all about studying the language that your receiver understands and can decode per time. Remember, I said the communicator, which is you, the encoding of the message, the channel through which the message is communicated, the receiver, the person you're talking to, the decoding by the receiver. The receiver must be able to decode. That is the understanding part. That's when you can get a feedback. So even if the person does not understand, you still get a feedback, but it will be a feedback you won't like. That is why you need to go straight to the point, be simple, speak clearly and plainly. Forget about being verbose. Also, you need to be very clear and be sure you heard correctly now as the receiver. And if by chance you seem not to understand what is being said, it is better to ask questions and get a feedback directly. You can use words like, do you mean ABC? If I understand clearly, XYZ is what you're trying to say. So, and respect and empathy is another that matters in every communication. I love it so much. Respect and empathy, they are the hallmark of customer experience. Being able to put yourself in the shoes of the other person and relate with them as you would love to be spoken to, as you would love to be empathized with. So empathy is about putting yourself in the shoes of the other person and trying to see things from their own perspective rather than yours. So it includes talking when you are supposed to talk and keeping quiet to listen when you are supposed to listen. Most importantly, I see this a lot. Avoid interjecting people when they are talking. Don't interrupt and don't just enter people's conversation. Listen clearly, which goes under the active listening part. You don't listen to respond, you listen to understand. If you've got nothing from this video, remember, you don't listen to respond, you only listen to understand. Because when you understand any information, the response flows naturally. It is automatic. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for always watching my videos, and it's a bye for now.